Hi Pisces. So, if you are looking at my lovely face, you're hearing my voice. Of course, you know why we're here. It's gonna be a little quick wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. We're gonna get on up out of here. My name is V. Just in case if you're new here, welcome. If you're accustomed to being here, welcome back. I don't know why the fuck my camera and screen and shit looks so dark. Whatever. It's been raining and shit. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. Drop down below in the description box for everything you need to know about me, how to find me on other platforms, or to book a personal reading because I am definitely open. Now, we're knocking down the last four. I have other videos posted. So if this one doesn't resonate, feel free to check for your other signs. Check out other videos that I have to see if there has a message for you. Okay, this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Okay, if it don't apply, let it fly. Cool, cool. Happy Venus Day to you guys. It is Friday. Let's kind of go ahead and jump in to just see what we have. Again, it's going to kind of be I feel like in every video I was like, oh, this is going to be so quick. And all of them just about like over 20 minutes. What can I say? I'm a real yapper. Happy Gemini season. Anyway, let's kind of go ahead and jump in to see what we have going. Give me a couple of cards for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for what they might need to know right now during this time. Breakfast Club, Eminem, Sade, and DMX. Okay, so let's start here and I'll move my way around. I know Saturn just got out of Pisces. I feel like you guys might be feeling a little rough around the edges. um Feeling very outsiderish, feeling very maybe you have something to prove. I say that because Breakfast Club and Eminem are side by side. If you've seen Breakfast Club the movie, then you know the basis and the premise of the movie really were, at least given the, because I'm hearing the end of the film where he's reading that little note from detention, and it's like, oh, because we are the outsiders, we are the this and that, and like, so when you ask us something, he said, if you know the movie, you know what I'm talking about, right? And then Eminem in himself in his own right is very rough around the edges, very different. He came into the game with like having something to prove. He was a white rapper from Detroit, and he still kind of rap like that. Eminem, in my opinion, still kind of rap like he got a point to prove, or like he's proving it, but he's still wearing that pin proudly, as if like, I've proven my point, but just in case if you motherfuckers forgot, let me prove it to you again that I'm Eminem and that I'm Slim Shady and that I deserve to be here, right? Eminem very much carved his self, like his existence. He marked himself as a staple in the game. Is kind of what I'm getting. So you guys could be feeling really like rebellious, very I don't give a fuck, very whatever. Like I feel like both of these energies from the movie and Eminem very much give a like whatever it is, what it is. Like it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I dare him to say something. It's almost like the vibe is kind of giving. So maybe that's a little bit of what you're feeling, right? DMX is kind of coming to me as the next card to pay attention to. And I think it's interesting too because as I'm looking at it, right, the first thing I saw was spirit versus flesh, but I'm also seeing rough ride on here as a thing. So again, you guys could just be maybe feeling real rough around the edges, real just in your face. Again, Saturn just moved into Aries, so maybe y'all feeling real light. Maybe y'all feeling real like I just went through all of that with this Saturn return, or with Saturn on my sun or on my placements. I dare to say something, and everything that I just went through, like the rough ride that I just had. I'm kind of sort of getting that in the energy too, right? Yeah, year of the dog is kind of coming. So I do feel like, again, maybe this is kind of bringing out your inner umph. You know what I'm saying? Year of the dog is like, I don't know, for me it's kind of giving fight, that inner bark, that inner bite, that inner, like I said, I dare him to say something at this point. You know, Pisces, y'all can be real soft, real cool, real calm, real collected, very sade. But I think either just generally in life, or because of the astrology weather, or maybe just because of where the season you in right now, where you just feeling real like big dog, is kind of what it's giving. Very rough around the edges, very I don't give up, very in your face, very what are you gonna do about it, very so what, I don't care. This DMX card though, spirit versus flesh, let's kind of go back to that. I do feel like this is a time to balance it. You have two fish. Pisces is of two fish. Balance both of them. Learn when to have both of them. For some of you, you might have even had to learn how to get into this I don't give up energy. Maybe again, as a Pisces, you were so nice and just so loving and just so sweet and just so all of the things. But then it's like, you need to learn how to kind of bulk up a little bit. You gotta learn how to be a little rough around the edges, because that's just flesh. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the world we live in. But spiritually, right? Still learn how to keep that. Learn how to balance that. You know what I'm saying? Is what this gives. Sade is again very soft. Even the cards, right? It says soul, pride, natural beauty, no ordinary love. Your love is king, fountain of youth, right? So it's giving like, keep your spirit young, keep yourself, like, it's kind of giving, make sure you have balance. There might be a reason why you need to have balance. How's it going down? Is also kind of coming to me on this DMX card. So maybe there could be some reason why you needed to have both. Some reason as to why you kind of had to lean into, you know what I'm saying? Having that energy, and then knowing when to ground and zen and meditate that shit out, right? It's kind of like learning how to have both. It's kind of what it's giving. Have pride, even, I'm seeing, in both. Okay? This also makes me feel like even this card, reading the shit on it, it says athlete, criminal, princess, basket case, brain, right? This makes me feel like for some of y'all, don't be afraid to be multifaceted. Don't be afraid to have to cuss a motherfucker out today, and then you want peace, love, and hair grease in 2 hours from now. It's like, okay, but that's about being multifaceted. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason to feel bad about that. I'm getting a rebrand for some of you with hello, my name is. Because again, you know, Eminem has Eminem, Marshall Mathers, and Slim Shady. So this makes me feel like this could be a bit of a rebrand for you guys. Not only maybe just learning to be a little rough around the edges while you know how to be delicate like a flower, but also not being afraid to wear many hats, to show different sides to yourself. If you are again into tarot and stuff, and you just on love, peace, and hair grease and zen moments, and you drink your kombucha, and you know, just have, you're a plant mom or a plant dad, and it's like, that's all real great and fine and dandy and stuff, but you can also be reckless. You can also stand to be a rebel if you want to. You can stand for a cause. You can be, I'm gonna turn the cheek today, and then let me cuss these motherfuckers out tomorrow, because clearly me trying to turn the other cheek they didn't get the point. And sometimes you have to be that. Sometimes you have to do that, right? If you are very rough around the edges, and I don't give up, getting this and this and that and the third, you can also be soft and nurturing and grounding and zenning and saying, you know what, before I lose my temperament, Pisces, go pray. Pisces, go meditate. That don't make you a punk, right? Especially if you have the rap sheet of just being the reckless one. That don't make you a punk. That just means I'm learning how to be balanced in both. Because I know I can turn this up. But I'm gonna sit back, and I'm gonna just play it cool. Because if I sit up, everybody in here about to have problems. So I'm gonna just reel it on back, and I'm gonna just let it slide. So it's like, don't be afraid to have both. Don't be afraid to have the polarity. Again, you are two fish. And don't be afraid to slip. Maybe you are love, peace, and hair grease, and then the motherfucker try your last nerve, and you take off, and now you feel bad. And it's like, it's okay, you slipped, you kind of, you know what I'm saying, you had a hiccup, it's cool. It's all right. You know? Maybe you used to be in a high head, and then you try to go zen. You know what I'm saying? And then now motherfuckers act like, you know what I'm saying, they want to, you know what I'm saying, like, don't, whichever totem pole you on, maybe you learning to be a more rough around the edges, and you got to play lax, then you like, oh, damn, I should have stuck up for myself in that moment. And I hate that I didn't. It's cool. Get them the next time. Maybe you stand too good. Maybe you stand up for yourself a little too good. And you need to learn how to just let the shit slide. And you like, damn, I slipped. It's cool. Get them on the next one. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, at the end of the day, what you're doing ain't ordinary. And this is kind of allowing you to also be a leader in your own right. It's pushing you forward is what this is kind of giving me. Okay? Yeah, I'm unmatched. Your vibe is unmatched. Who you are, who you're meant to be, who you're becoming is unmatched. I just saw the death card flip over too. Who you're becoming, your vibe is unmatched. You know what I'm saying? You're becoming someone. You're meant to be someone. X is kind of on this card too. Is making me think of Twitter, even though I'll never call Twitter X. But maybe some of you are on Twitter. Maybe there's something going on Twitter, or I don't know. Maybe you found me on Twitter. I don't know. However that works. One band, one sound. So for some of you, you're the leader in your friend group. Be the leader in your friend group if you need to be. Okay, one band, one sound is what I heard. Five of Swords. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Devil card reversed. We have the Nine of Cups reversed. And then we have the Three of Cups reversed. Five of Swords flipped over. As I was kind of not really shuffling, but shuffling. So there's definitely something happening in y'all's life. How about that? The Tower card is down at the bottom of the deck. So this would indicate that something, yeah, and up under that is the Fool card. So something is happening. Something is taking shape for sure in this connection. This also kind of makes me feel like Pisces, don't be afraid to be the one to kind of you know the Jenga game. I'm seeing you pull the thing and then the blocks fall. Like, don't be afraid to be the one to pull the wrong, you know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to pick the wrong block. Don't be afraid to let the towel fall down. For a lot of you, there could be some people you don't really trust around you anyway, or some people that you might feel like, I don't know. This is like a competition card for me. This is also like a lack of trust card. This is also like a defeat card though. So for some of you, if you feel like you accept defeat, or you're accepting defeat before something comes, don't. Like, maybe again you need to confront something, and maybe you're like, oh, this isn't gonna go well, so I don't even want to talk about it because I already know it's not gonna go well. So it's like, don't accept defeat is what this is kind of giving me. Don't accept defeat. Don't allow it to be just like, oh, well, this isn't gonna go well for me. Like, I don't know, it's kind of giving, let it go well for you. Say that it'll go well for you. Maybe again you need to confront somebody or something, and you just feel like it's not gonna go well, so you've been kind of tucking your tail and playing punk. It's like, it's gonna happen the way it need to happen. If everything come falling down and tumbling down, let it. It's literally supposed to do that. But this is also a moment to kind of get you out of being stuck and kind of obsessive with shadow side energy. Eight of Wands is about information, some news or some communication or something kind of coming in. Maybe you might feel like you need to talk. If not you, maybe there's someone around you that feel like they need to talk. Regardless though, this feels like, don't accept defeat and then just not say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, even on the other side of this, let's say it's not even violent. Let's say it's not even like aggressive on a negative tip. Let's say you want to fight for a relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't just accept and say, okay, like, oh, I don't know, Pisces, I don't think this is gonna work because insert reason here, and you just be like, okay. It's like, if you want to fight for something, say it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of the what I'm kind of getting here. Like, if you want to do something, do it. If you want to fight for something, say it. Like, stand up for it. Like, don't just lay down and accept defeat. And it's like, oh, well, I really should have said this, or I really was hoping that I would have did this, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I just played passive. It's like, don't just play passive. This is what's going to help you take your power back. This will help you remind yourself that you do have a level of power and control in your relationships. If this is like in a work environment, it's like, don't just let nobody talk to you like that. Say something. If you know that it wasn't your fault and they trying to blame you, don't just play hush hush. You know what I'm saying? But this also feels like a lack of trust. Like, for where that doesn't apply, this feels like a lack of trust. And it could be a friend. With this Breakfast Card Club, it says, what is a friend anyway? So this could maybe be in your friend groups, where it's like, again, maybe there's something going on. Maybe there's a need to stand up for yourself. Maybe there's a lack of trust in your friend groups, and you're about to get some information. You know what I'm saying? Or you might receive some information in the next couple of days that'll kind of break you out of whatever this is, You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, well, I knew I couldn't trust that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you've been obsessively feeling like there's somebody else around you. You know what I'm saying? With all of this basket case and this and that and the third. Maybe it ain't even you playing the different faces and having multiple faucets. Maybe you're around some motherfuckers who just are one way one time and then another way with around another motherfucker. You can't really trust people like that. They come around you and act like, oh, I drink kombucha and I do Pilates, and then you go with the other motherfucker and then you shit talking people and then you this and the third. Then you get around them and you another motherfucker. Like, you might get some information that might kind of help you, like, bust out the box a little bit, to where now you might have to think about, how is this gonna go down? What are you about to do? Do I want to act out of spirit or do I want to act out of flesh? Okay, Pisces, do I want to cut the fuck up or do I want to go zen and go drink kombucha and just lay out in the sun and think about what I want to do? It's the year of the dog. What you doing about your bite? Are you gonna bite or are you gonna bark? Which one of these situations require what? Or are you gonna tuck your tail and are you gonna hide? Like, that's what this is kind of giving me. I feel like when you receive this information too, like, for some of you this is definitely information, and when you receive it, it's like all gloves are off, all bets are off. It's gonna be very easy for you to kind of, allow this tower moment to happen and to bring some sort of victory to it, right? But you're gonna have to take the lead in this and figure out what you're gonna do. There might be kind of like some deceit, some deception going on. You know what I'm saying? It might kind of feel like there's a couple of people against you. But this does kind of feel like you might receive some information about something or somebody where it's gonna kind of free you. You might be maybe feeling trapped into something. Maybe you've been in a connection with a friend or something like that, and you just always felt like, oh, they wouldn't do that to me. And then before you know it, it's like you kind of realize that that's what they've been doing, even though you know in the back of your mind is what they've been doing. So now it just makes it easier for you to cut them off. It don't hurt. It don't fuck you up or nothing. You just got to figure out how you about to go about doing this. Is what this feels like. Okay, make sure these are right. Okay, give me this Eight of Wands. What is this Eight of Wands? What's coming in for Pisces? Give me this Eight of Wands. What's coming in for Pisces? Courtship, great fortune. Occupation. So you might be getting some good news, actually. This might not even necessarily be like, oh, I heard from so-and-so that you've been talking shit about me. This might be, like, this feels more like you got some people around you that might be hating too, though. Where I said don't accept defeat, for some of you this is love and this is business, right? You have courtship here and you have great fortune. So this is about love. You see Cupid back there shooting his shot, shooting his arrow. You have great fortune. So for some of you, again, don't accept defeat before you even do it. If there's a job or business or anything you want to start, do it. If you feel like you want to rebrand, do it. Again, this is the year of the dog, the underdog, where that applies, right? So it's about just doing the thing. You have to ask yourself what you're going to do. Align your flesh with your spirit. Faith without works is dead. Message of concern did flip over, though. Message of concern did flip over, though. And community is down at the bottom of the deck. So this makes me feel like this might be people subconsciously sending you stuff, subconsciously trying to compete with you, subconsciously trying to come up against you. And again, so if where that applies, Pisces, is going to be extra important for you to learn to have a little bit of fuck it in your system. Because I'm seeing as you get blessed like this, you're going to kind of have some people who might want to kind of go up against you, people you can't really trust like that. And it's, for one, you're going to have to figure out how you're going to handle it. Are you cussing motherfuckers out? Or are you turning the other cheek and you're going to let God handle them? Occupation is back at the bottom of the deck. For some of y'all, work is about to be really good. Money is about to be really good. Career, whether you're starting a business or you're in the career field that you want, you're about to start getting some opportunities. I'm seeing some real good shit for y'all. I see you being a leader. So if you're not in a leadership role, expect to be, you might, again, be head of the corporation. They might want to move you up on the board, or maybe you just going from a regular worker to like a manager, supervisor, shit like that. Whatever happened, however it's happening, I'm seeing good things. I'm seeing some motherfuckers hating. Why is this Nine of Cups reversed? Toil and labor. Ooh, I can't make this shit up. Toil and labor. Main female, yeah, because somebody is working hard, working at a job that they don't want, and you're getting some opportunities. Somebody's not happy. So yeah, I feel like intuitively, pay attention to the signs. You're gonna have to really ask yourself how you doing it. Poverty, yeah. This is someone there. Spiritually poor, financially poor, probably not that good looking. I don't know. This card, the main female card, always kind of gives me. Oh, I mean, she's probably not the prettiest looking person. Whoever this is probably isn't the most attractive person either. So they probably like just down bad about a lot of shit. Look at person watching over here making all this money. Look at Pisces over here making all this motherfucking money, and I gotta be slaving. Right? There's gonna be some people who are not gonna really like you. Some people who gonna kind of be side eyeing you and shit like that. But it's gonna be up to you to have a little bit of fuck it in your system or know how to actually, you know what I'm saying, handle that shit. Again, Slim Shady, Eminem is not the type of motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? He has something to prove. He, like I said, he still be in the game acting like I wish one of you motherfuckers would say something to me. And I'll prove it again to you bitches. Again and again and again if I have to. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to kind of have that energy because you have a lot of good stuff coming in. Now I said in the beginning of this, maybe you feel like, bitch, I done just been through so much, bitch. I wish a motherfucker would at the Saturn that just turned me every which way but loose. Says Pisces, I wish a motherfucker would come say something to me. But I feel like you're about to be rewarded in very Saturn fashion, right? I feel like you're about to be rewarded for everything you've been through, and I feel like it's gonna make some motherfuckers mad. What Ply said? Oh, you mad? Oh, you mad? You big man. I can't argue with you. No. Give me this devil card reverse. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Why the devil card reverse? Community, yeah, cause you're fine. You blessed and highly favored, Pisces, but y'all knew that already. Again, what's at the bottom of the deck? Again, occupation. So regardless, like I said, if you're in a good field, a different field, goddamn whatever, however you own a business, you're starting a business, you're going into business, you're a partnership, you're moving up in rank, however, you expect to have some motherfuckers mad. But whatever energy you was just in, your divine team got you out of it. You're out of it. You're also very protected, so you don't even have to stress and worry about it. Make sure you're doing your own protection work. But you are also very, very protected. You don't have to worry about anything. But I feel like be very careful of some prideful, hating motherfuckers who feel like they should be the leader of the band, who got all this pride and shit, who feel like they love is king. Okay, they feel like, oh, cause I'm up here. You gonna have some motherfuckers who gonna be side eyeing you and feeling like. You're going to have some motherfuckers who are basket cases, want to be playing all different types of. They'll play whatever role they need to play in order to get close to you to see what it is that you got going on because they really hate it. Okay? Be careful of people who want to play many faces. Don't come around me trying to act like you want to eat salad, superfood greens, and drink kombucha and sunbathe, and then the whole time you laughing and kicking behind my back and acting like, oh, bitches who drink kombucha is so funny. Oh, okay, I couldn't tell when we was laid out in the sun. You came around me acting like you liked the shit. Oh, okay. Let me know how you really feel. Is what this is giving me. Thank you again so much for checking out my channel. I really appreciate it. My name is B. Just in case if you forgot from the beginning of this, like, share, subscribe. Leave me some comments if this resonated. I'm trying to grow our family over here. Check down below in the description box if you want to book a personal reading or if you just want to know more about me and to find me on my other platforms. And yeah, I'm up out of here and I'll catch you over on the next video. Bye.